So in calculus, the very first thing that you want to do whenever you have a limit like this is use something called direct substitution. All you gotta do is plug in the 9 into the function and then see what happens. Well, you get the square root of 9, which is 3, minus 3 is 0, so you have 0 on the top, and then 9 minus 9 is 0. So we have 0 over 0, which we call an indeterminate form. And in order to solve something like this is you have to recognize that one, we're dealing with the radical right here. So we're gonna have to multiply the top and bottom by the conjugate of this. And that's gonna be square root of x plus 3 over the square root of x plus 3. Now, one of the things that you have to do whenever you're simplifying this is to only multiply out, FOIL out the radical one. So the numerator here had a radical, so that's the only thing you're gonna FOIL out. I want you to think about how this is gonna become what I'm about to write, but this is literally just x minus 9. And on the bottom, this is what I mean. There was no radicals on the bottom, so don't multiply it out, just leave it factored out. X minus 9 times root x plus 3. Now, why is that? Because look, the x minus 9s on the top and the bottom cancel out, giving us a limit as x approaches 9 of 1 over root x plus 3. And now we can go ahead and use direct substitution again. You plug in the 9 here, which is 3 plus 3, that's gonna be 6. And that right here is our limit. And you might be noticing a couple things. Whenever I'm writing these problems, I'm always writing the limit. You have to make sure you do that because calculus teachers are gonna get a little picky about that. So here's the next problem. Once again, you plug in a 3, you're gonna get square root of 16, which is 4 minus 4. So you have 0 over 0 because 3 minus 3. Okay, once again, we're gonna go ahead and multiply by the conjugate. In this case, this is the radical, so that's the conjugate that we have to multiply by, root x plus 13 plus 4, and root x plus 13 plus 4 on the bottom. Okay, now the radical was on the numerator, so this is what we FOIL out. So we have the limit as x approaches 3 of, this is actually gonna become x plus 13 minus 16 all over, and then x minus 13 root x plus 13 plus 4. And again, as I mentioned, because there were no radicals in the denominator, leave that factored out. We simplify this is actually negative 3. So what we have is x minus 3 on the top, meaning that we can cancel out the x minus 3s on the top and bottom, which gives us a limit that looks like this, 1 over root x plus 13 plus 4. And now you can go ahead and plug in the 3. Root 16 is 4 plus 4, 1/8 is our limit.